Roy Hodgson's got a good side going at Crystal Palace. Their draw at Arsenal last week was no fluke. And you've got Ayew, Batshuayi, and of course Will Sahar in your side. They scored 2 against Arsenal, but can try to concede 2 soppy goals. Mind you, the goal from William was quite good. Salazar man in red hot form. He'll be a danger to that Everton defence this afternoon. There's no doubt about that. As for Carlo Ancelotti, he's building some big names alongside the likes of Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin, who are hitting it off. And in there, Andre Gomez and James Rodriguez. But it's Calvert-Lewin who's been on red hot form so far this season. His brace was fantastic. Not only does he score with his feet, he scores with his head too. And if you add in Richarlison's goals as well, he can finish off as well. It should be a cracker down here at Selhurst today. It's Everton away at Palace. Good afternoon from Selhurst Park. Well, this is a big game for Crystal Palace. Everton, who have spent nearly £50 million building a side Ancelotti's way. Well, we get our first proper chance on the match live this afternoon. So look at the talents of Richarlison. Calvert-Lewin is in good form. Got a hat-trick last week, remember, against Newcastle. And James Rodriguez. Should be good fun. Aaron and Rodriguez are amongst the starting 11s. And to confirm the team news for this afternoon's match, live here from Selhurst Park, only here on JB Sports, is our resident match commentator. That's John Stuttard. Over to you, John. Well, thanks a lot, JB, and welcome to Selhurst Park for the match live. We're going to see Everton in action today.
Number 12, Mamadou Sakho.
Good side they are.
Andros Townsend.
And the player to watch there is Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 2 goals in his previous game.
James McArthur.
There he is.
Jeffrey Schlupp. Number 9, Jordan.
Tremendous atmosphere here at Selhurst for this live match this afternoon. I think we might be in for a cracker here down at Selhurst with our second of our live matches this season. Everton so impressive last week against Newcastle. And this is the Palace side that drew 2-2 against Arsenal with Guaita in goal, Ward, Kiate, Sakho and Mitchell getting the backboard spots. Townsend, McCarthy, McArthur and Schlupp with Ayew and Saha and up front. And Saha, of course, can be a handful. Richie Batshuayi, incidentally, is amongst the substitutes alongside Eze. For Everton, they've got Jordan Pickford in goal, Singh, Coleman, Mina, Keane and Dean in the back, Decore, Alan and Gomez, and then that terrific front three of James Rodriguez, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. Calvert-Lewin in exceptional form this season. Nice Crystal Palace to get us underway. Great atmosphere, as it always is here at Selhurst Park. Everton in the changed shirts of yellow with blue shorts. Should be a cracking game. It's Calvert-Lewin. Saha. Ayew. Great sunny afternoon here down in southeast London on a beautiful sun-kissed Sunday afternoon. Jordan Ayew. And Saha's got away here. There's a big chance here for Crystal Palace, and Pickford comes out and makes a smart save. And Coleman gets it away. Now Decore. Away from Schlupp. Now Calvert-Lewin. It's just been... it should be really being called up to Gareth Southgate's England side. The form that he's in at the moment. Ayew away again, away from his man. Jordan Ayew. Scored last week against Arsenal. That's a good long ball, hunting Richarlison, and he's going to find Richarlison. And that's a good bit of skill there by the Brazilian. And another will switch back in towards Calvert-Lewin's path. Calvert-Lewin! Great save by Gaeta at the near post. But a quarter of an hour gone here. There's the shot. Parried away, and Angelotti knows that was a big chance. First corner of the game. Goes to Everton. We have a packed Homestead Road end here at Selhurst. Corner came in, but it's knocked away. Alan. It's off towards Nuka Dean. Alan wins the possession again. And then loses it again. Townsend. Are you? McCarthy. Saar getting it forward towards the far side, but he can't find Schlupp. 19 minutes gone then at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace 0, Everton 0 if you just joined us here on the match. Second of our new series. 38 live matches, and here's Calvert-Lewin. Just did a little bit too much there. Otherwise that could have been a good moment there for Everton. Very handsomely against Newcastle last week, 3-0. Calvert-Lewin got 2 goals, Richarlison the other. Gomez. No, good tackle. There was no foul there. And now Will Zaha. Triple bit of customer scored a terrific goal at the Emirates last week. Townsend on the near side, and he's kept that in. 4 Everton shirts back there, the yellow shirts. There's Jordan Pickford all in pink there, making a very good save catch. Calvert-Lewin. Can't get away that time. Now Zaha. Away from his marker. And a chance here for McCarthy! And narrowly wide. A yellow card has been issued, in fact, to McCarthy, maybe for an earlier challenge. Yes, it was a foul on Alan, which the referee, in fact, played advantage for. But, well, that's a bit of a double whammy there for the Crystal Palace man. Not only did he miss that glorious chance, but the referee didn't forget. That's another foul there. And again, the referee plays on. Good referee and allowing it to flow. Calvert-Lewin. James Rodriguez. And then James Rodriguez is going away alone and gets his shot away, but it's charged away. Alan. Coleman. Alan again. Calvert-Lewin. Big chance now! 1-0! He's done it again! Dominic Calvert-Lewin! Great skills away from the defender, and then the shot into the net past Guaita. He could not have hit this any sweeter than that. Dominic Calvert-Lewin gives Everton the lead at Selhurst Park. That's his 3rd goal of the season. To add to the 2 he got against Newcastle last week. And Everton in the lead. 38 minutes gone. And Everton have just about edged it for me. Jordan Ayew got booked for that earlier challenge, incidentally, so the referee did revisit that whilst you were looking at a replay of the Calvert-Lewin goal. It's 1-0 to Palace, 1-0 to Everton rather, against Crystal Palace. Corner to Palace now. It's just a goal again from Calvert-Lewin. Well, the goalkeeper will be annoyed that he got beat at the near post there. An opportunity for Palace to atone for their mistake. It's Andros Townsend with the corner then. Zaha's gone in support, but it's short. Everton didn't pick it up. Little cross back in there. It's headed away. Calvert-Lewin. Now James Rodriguez. Oh, what a nice turn. James Rodriguez again, and look at this now. Chance here for number 2 perhaps. Calvert-Lewin. Good save by Guaita. Playing 1 minute of added time, for which we've had half of that minute. So we see again that save from Calvert-Lewin by Guaita. Everton may have just forced the final play of the first half here. It's going to be Lucadine to take the corner. 2-4-5 yellow shirts in there. Calvert-Lewin again was lurking. And there goes the half-time whistle. Everton in the lead. They could have gone 2 up. It's Dominic Calvert-Lewin at it again. 39 minutes with the goal. That separates the two sides. Half-time at Selhurst. Crystal Palace 0, Everton 1. Well, welcome back to Selhurst Park. Me, John Sturton, in the commentary box. And you're watching Crystal Palace against Everton live this Sunday afternoon. Everton winning with a 39th minute goal from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Just to remind you that we'll have a roundup of all the other games. I got to witness a real thriller at Chelsea yesterday. And of course, we were also in West London as well over the weekend, performing against Tottenham. That's another match, highlights of a match you can see later on in the programme, as well as a roundup of all the other games. Meanwhile, there's a chance here! And Jordan Ayew with a golden opportunity to make it 1-1. But he scrapes the crossbar, beat the goalkeeper. He's hooked it over the crossbar, and a goal kick for Everton. Pickford might go short, yes. Everton, like most teams, like to play out from the back, and it can be a dangerous play. Seamus Coleman almost found out. Almost to his cost. James Rodriguez. Oh, he's shown a good bit of skill there. Nice little turn. And now a big chance now. Calvert-Lewin's waiting in the middle. James couldn't pick him out. He'll have another goal though. And Decore's in there. He's well charged away once more. Everton so close to number 2 there. MacArthur. Sacco. Saha. Ayew up ahead of him. Oh, he's away from Mina. Now then, now Ayew. Big chance this for Crystal Palace. Good save by Jordan Pickford. And Lucadine can get it away and find Gomez. Now Richarlison. He's got Calvert-Lewin and James in the middle. James! Over the top of the crossbar. That should have been 2-0 Everton. It could have so easily been 1-1 at the other end. But for Jordan Pickford denying Jordan Ayew. It's a terrific game of football. And heaven knows here this afternoon they've only had the one goal. Well, Jordan Ayew's been taken off by Roy Hodgson. Richie Batshuayi back on loan this season from Chelsea. Enters the fray for the final 28 minutes or so. Plus injury time remaining. Mitchell. MacArthur. Saha. Batshuayi. Saha again. Can the substitute make the impact? Here's Jeffrey Schlupp. He's actually a Premier League winner in his Leicester City days. A terrific run in 2016. Here's James. Going to lead towards Calvert-Lewin. Flicks it into no man's land. Into the path of Townsend. McCarthy. And away to Decore that time. Now Keith. James Rodriguez. It's a good run here by James Rodriguez. He might just finish it off. James Rodriguez! Brilliant! 2-0 Everton. James Rodriguez. That's super goal for Everton. A super goal for him. And the Everton supporters are cock-a-hoop. Here it is again. Tremendous running there. And there's the shot, like a bullet into the back of the net. And we're going to see Fabian Delph come on now for Everton. He's going to replace Alan. Well, Angelotti, I think this was an inspired signing from him. It's his first goal for Everton, incidentally, and the first in the league this season. And there's the substitution. Well, Palace will be kicking themselves. They had chances at 1-0 to level it up, and Everton have punished them for it. 20 minutes left.
James Rodriguez.
And James Rodriguez, not James Rodriguez, I should add.
Substitution.
And the PA announcer just saying it was James, but I can tell you he prefers his first name if it pronounced James Rodriguez. 2-0. Saha. Still going. Into traffic in the end. Fabian Delph. That's a good ball into the path for Richarlison. Calvert Lewin's waiting in the middle. Rodriguez is there too. And that's a tremendous goal by James Rodriguez for 3-0. And what a magnificent goal it was. On the volley. And that's the game for Everton. That'll be 6 points out of a possible 6 for them at the start of the season. So Sigurdsson comes on. What a volley that is. You don't see them hit better than this. The technique was superb and the finish was beautifully executed. It's 3-0. And there's one man there in your picture that wouldn't have been pleased by that. That's Roy Hodgson. Terrific away display this from Everton. It may just be the real deal. Gomez comes off. Gylfi Sigurdsson will come on now for the remaining 10 minutes or so that remain. And Jeff Schrupp as well and MacArthur have come off. I'll get those substitutions confirmed for you in just a second, but it's 3-0. We can confirm to Everton. Once again he said James, but it's James. Milivojevic has come on for MacArthur. And Benteke has replaced Jeff Schrupp. Palace are 3-0 down. This is Milivojevic. Palace now looking for no more but consolation now. Will Saha now. Will he get a shot off here? Can he pull one back here for Crystal Palace? Well, a tremendous save again by Pickford. He's made 2 or 3 outstanding saves this afternoon. This is the latest one. It's a fine bit of goalkeeping there by the England keeper. 5 to go. Everton have more or less got the game won. Sigurdsson getting in the way. Richarlison. Just ran into traffic there. Milivojevic. Still a good portion of yellow shirts back here, which is pleasing Everton fans. Saha with the shot. Easy for Pickford. I think if you were to have a man in a match poll, I think James Rodriguez will be top of a lot of people's list here this afternoon. Townsend. It's a 40 minutes incidentally at the end of the game. Offside against Will Saha. Frustrating afternoon for him, the Crystal Palace captain. Oh, and I've got to say that's rather harsh against him. I think this is where the offside law should be simplified and give the attackers a little bit of a benefit of the doubt. 1 minute of the stoppage time to go. Going to be a good away win for Everton regardless of what happens now. And there goes the whistle. Tremendous performance here live on the match by Everton. They go to 6 points out of a possible 6. Calvert Lewin opened the scoring and then 2 magnificent Goals of pure genius from James Rodriguez, who looks a real buy, that's for sure, from Real Madrid. Terrific performance by him. It's finished here at Selhurst Park on a great afternoon for Everton. Not so good for Crystal Palace. Palace 0, Everton 3. Welcome back, and Everton comfortable winners over Crystal Palace, 3-0, looking in fine form, and I think the signings from Ancelotti this season proving to be brilliant. James Rodriguez, the Colombian, absolutely unplayable, scored surely one of the goals of the season thus far. We're only 2 weeks into it. Calvert-Lewin continuing his good form as well. As for Palace, a bit of a reality check for Roy Hodgson's boys, but surely there's plenty to come from their side as the season develops. Right, we've got plenty of great action for you coming up now in the next sort of 15-20 minutes, including the big game at Stamford Bridge yesterday, where we're going to start the roundup. And John Stuttard, for the next 15 minutes, is going to take you through the roundup, both as a commentator and as narrator, as he reviews all yesterday's action. Now Mount. Now Pulisic. That's a good run by Pulisic. Terrific run. And the man waiting is Werner, and he's hit the crossbar. Would you believe that? Well, there's the cross. And Werner, from about 6 yards, hits the bar. Sterling. Rodri. Mendy. Still Mendy. Good run. Still there. Oh, he's giving it straight to Thiago Silva. That was a little bit of a careless ball. Now Kai Havertz is away now for Chelsea. Now Mount. It's Mason Mount now for Chelsea. It could be the first goal of the game. Mount 1-0. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant for Mason Mount. Smashed it in. And Chelsea take the lead in the big one. At Stamford Bridge, the big game of the day. Gone away from the defender, smashes it past Edison, and it's 1-0 for Chelsea. It's a glorious finish. Werner. It's a good boy. Pulisic, great save that from point blank range by Edison. Frank Lampard can't believe it. But to all intents and purposes, a second goal, but what a save that is by Edison. Mahrez, Jesus, Rodri, Walker. City now having a good spell. Oh, it's Kevin De Bruyne. It's for 1-1, and that's what it is. Kevin De Bruyne. It's 1-1 here at Stamford Bridge, and De Bruyne is cuckoo right in front of his own supporters who have travelled down to West London this morning. And this lunchtime they've been well rewarded. Here's the ball in. The flag stayed down. And there was an erring finish from Kevin De Bruyne. It's Chelsea 1, Manchester City 1 on the stroke of half time. Walker. De Bruyne. Walker again. Went into traffic there. Chilwell will win it, but Torres has snapped back and he was fouling his man, but Chilwell has been played in advantage, and here's Werner. Well, what a turn that is. Mount. Pulisic all the way now. Great save by Edison and cleared away by Ake. So have a look at it again. Pulisic getting through. Edison out to meet him. Saw it all the way. Good piece of goalkeeping. Now Sterling, he's through. Arrizabalaga to meet him and met him well. Good piece of goalkeeping that is. When it looked as though Sterling was going to score, but Arrizabalaga did really well there. Sterling with the corner. In towards Jesus, over the top. City frustrated again. Good corner from Raheem Sterling. Jesus got in above everyone else, but it would have taken Something nigh on impossible to score from there. 10 minutes to play here at Stamford Bridge. Still one apiece here. Jesus now for Manchester City. And Kai Havertz. Remember City beaten on opening day by Leeds. Here come Chelsea now with Havertz. Havertz with the cross. Fairness there. It's knocked away by the City defence. Here's Kante. Kante, good save. Amazing bit of goalkeeping that. Got down well, palmed it away. Great goalkeeping. And here's Silva, he's away. Silva to win it for Manchester City. No, the goalkeeper saves it. And it's headed away, but only as far as Torres tries to get away from Chilwell. It's a corner to City right at the end of this game. 20 seconds away from the end. This was an earlier save from Ederson. So we're right at the last knockings of this game. Sterling to take it. And the header off the crossbar and back out again and still not away, but Kepa gets on the end of it. Marisa Balaga grabs it, kicks away, and there goes the whistle. A point apiece at the end of it all. A tremendous game of football. Points are shared. City get their first points of the season after defeat against Leeds last week. Played really well, unlucky not to win there at the end. Chelsea get their second draw, having drawn 2-2 at Tottenham last week. Great performance. Mount scoring for Manchester City, scoring for Chelsea rather. De Bruyne with the equaliser right on the stroke of half time. A tremendous game of football playing in a great spirit. It's finished here at Stamford Bridge in a real classic. Chelsea 1, Manchester City 1. Lloris bowling it out here for Spurs. Harry Winks. Son Heung-min up towards Harry Kane. 7 minutes gone here at Craven Cottage. Lo Celso. Still Lo Celso. Good running by Lo Celso. Good shot and a great save by Araloa. Good inside Tottenham attack this. Lo Celso with the shot. Goalkeeper saw it all the way. Palmed it behind. Mourinho's side denied here in this London derby. Fulham off the back of a terrific victory at Brighton last week. Well, it's going to be a difficult test here against a very good Spurs side. He drew 2-2 last Sunday. Lo Celso to take the corner. Here it comes. And Kane's out there, and it's a goal! Harry Kane scores for Tottenham. The corner was inch perfect from Lo Celso, and Kane got above two Fulham players, nodded it into the back of the net. And we're just shy of 10 minutes gone. Tottenham take the lead at Craven Cottage. Fulham 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Gabano. Mitrovic, we give that straight away. Not the best from Mitrovic, and here's Mora now on the break. Kane up ahead of him. And Harry Winks has made a tremendous run, and that's a good save by the goalkeeper Araloa. And Harry Winks there, almost getting goal number 2 there. Lovely football this. Lucas Moura. Winks, first time with the left foot. Goalkeeper saw it all the way. Now Mitrovic. And again Mitrovic, blocked by the defender. Dijk can get it away for Spurs. Davis. Fulham starting to come into this a bit more here. Mitrovic. Cabano on the near side. Back into Mitrovic. Cabano. Lovely 1-2. Now what about the cross? Little deflection. Reed will get on the end of it. Mitrovic. Good save from Lloris. But that's the best we've seen from Fulham. And Mora going through, and that's a foul. Now what will be the decision here? It's a yellow card for Joe Bryan. Probably a good yellow card for him to pick up under the circumstances. No doubt he was tripped there. Simply a classic case of, I suppose what you could say in footballing circles is taking one for the team. Fulham have erected a 4-man wall here. It's going to be Lo Celso, and it's wide. They need to decide netting. And behind for a goal kick to Fulham, and they'll be breathing a huge sigh of relief, I'm sure, around about three quarters of Craven Cottage at this moment in time. Reid. Cabano, Adoy. Cabano again. Mitrovic! Smashes it over the bar when well positioned. Got 2 last week against Brighton. And he knows he should have done better there, Alex Mitrovic. That was a gilt-edged chance for Fulham. Ryan. Caballero in acres of space on this near side. And he's in there towards Mitrovic, who should have equalised. That's a gilt-edged chance for Fulham. In more ways than one, Mitrovic should have made it 1-1. Kearney. Caballero again having a lot of joy on the left-hand side. And Reid wide. Hit the stanchion at the back. Fulham getting closer to this equalising goal. And Reid with a smashing drive, but just wide of the post. Kane's shot was blocked. It comes to Son. Kane will try his luck again. Mora might try his luck. And that's a good save by Araloa. Just nonchalantly flicking it round flicking it over the crossbar. And if that had just snuck in, that would have been game, set and match surely for Tottenham. Fulham stay in the game. Now then, Son. We're playing well into the 4 added minutes, and Kane can make it safe. Oh, he's powered it well wide in the end. Not only on matter with about 10 seconds of stoppage time left. Spurs will pick up their first victory of the season and first 3 points of the season. But Fulham have pushed them very hard today. Haralow has made some smart saves. Mitrovic on another day could have had a couple. But as the whistle is about to sound, there goes the whistle from the referee. And a good performance there from Spurs. Fulham were very spirited despite coming up just short. Well, they won't face opposition like Spurs every week. They still have 3 points from last week against Brighton, but shouldn't be too downhearted. A goal from Harry Kane after 11 minutes on it. Shakes hands with Mitrovic there. And Spurs get all 3 points and take them back from West London to North London. It's finished here at the Cottage. Fulham 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1.
Welcome to St James's Park.
Well, the champions played Newcastle and they almost got off to a very good start. Remember, they lost at home to Burnley. Jordan Henderson's good run. And Bobby Firmino should have known, but to hit the target from there, he should have scored from there on in. Liverpool did have chances in the game. Fabinho, Van Dijk involved again in the next move. Henderson involved as well. Almost Sunderland man always wanted to do well. Marnie shooting well off the target there. In the second half, Liverpool again laid siege. Marnie with a header that went over the bar into the roof of the net. But then Newcastle started threatening, and Karen Wilson forced Allison into making the save. But they didn't heed that. But again, from a corner, Liverpool took the corner. It was cleared away, and then Shelby got on his bike, found Jamal Lewis. This was the 3rd minute of stoppage time. This was practically the last attack of the game, and Lewis just went on and went on and went on. And Matt Ritchie got the winning goal. Matt Ritchie, a hero on Tyneside. His goal has sunk the champions. That's 2 defeats on the spin. As for Newcastle, a great result after a bad one last week at Everton. Manchester United, who started well against Sheffield United in a 3-0 win last week, almost took the lead through Paul Pogba, who knows he should have scored. They had another chance in the second half to try and break through, but Marcus Rashford, good running there, and he had another goal, and Fernandes bowls into the side netting, and that proved to cost Manchester United dear, because in comes Traore now. Remember, Wolves drew last week. This was going to be their first win if they could manage. Traore, Jimenez into the corner, 1-0 Wolves, and a real shock on here at Old Trafford. Was Nuno Santos' Oracle of Magic about to work the Oracle once again? Great result there, and then in the last seconds, Wolves sealed the victory. Jimenez, lovely turn away from Harry Maguire, who's had a wretched week, and there's the finish into the left-hand corner. A very, very bad defeat for Manchester United, but what a fantastic one for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Their first win of the season. They won at Old Trafford by 2-0. Burnley, who won at Anfield last week, nearly got off to the worst possible start as West Brom, who drew really well and unlucky not to win there, went very close. Pope getting in there before Robinson. Burnley then should have scored in the 23rd minute. Good running on the left hand side by Ashley Barnes, and Jack Corker marked onside and he volleys it over the bar. But Sean Dyche need not have worried, because 6 minutes later, good running here, Ashley Westwood. Lovely cross from the right, and who else? Ashley Barnes on the volley, one of the goals of the day. Puts Burnley 1-0 up, and Turf Moor was jumping. They soon made it 2-0 just on the stroke of half time. An own goal here. Watch Josh Brownhill. Gets the cross in, and then an own goal put through his own net by Ajayi. And you knew from then on in it wasn't going to be Slaven Bilic's or West Brom's day from then on in. The luck was certainly with the Clarets at this point. And then just to give it a little bit more sparkle to the scoreline, Dwight McNeil has just signed a new deal. Plays it into Chris Wood, and Burnley get another 3 points. They beat West Brom 3-0.
This is the King Power Stadium.
This match has to be the candidate for comeback of the season, but not before Brighton scored 2 goals. Trossard with the first shot, and Neil Mopai, the man from Brentford, they got from Brentford the summer before last, putting the Seagulls into a shock lead, as it was going to turn at the time here at the King Power. They made it 2 after 23 minutes. Again, Trossard to Solly March, and guess who was Johnny on the spot again? March's cross back, Mopai, deadly finish, 2-0 Brighton, and it looked as if it was going to be an awful day at the office for the Foxes, who at that point had not really got going. But that second Mopai goal seemed to put Leicester into life, and Jamie Vardy got the ball by the horns, spotted James Maddison in a bit of space, and then smashed it past Matt Ryan to give the Foxes a bit of a hope, and half the deficit to just 1 from 2. But then Brighton extended it to 3. Mopai, the first of 2 hat-trick contenders yesterday, and this was the first one. Was the 2 people complete their hat-trick. This is Mopai, wretched defending there by Soichu, and Mopai says thank you very much, claimed a hat-trick. But that was not the end of the story. It was 3-1 at half-time at this point. And then in the second half, Vardy started to party. There was the first goal. Cue the power flapping celebration. That was 1 back, 3-2. 3-2 then soon became 3-3. 62 minutes. Vardy breaking the Brighton offside trap, non-existent. Bang into the corner, and it was 3-3. Cue the mannequin. And Jamie Vardy had single-handedly lifted Leicester back into it, and then completed his hat-trick after Leicester had charged down one Brighton attack at the other end. Castagne involved, spotted Vardy's run, and Vardy got away from Lewis Dunk, completed a hat-trick, and sealed a memorable comeback victory for Leicester. Just a side note, Vardy and Neil Mopai both kept match balls, but it's Leicester who get the points in a thriller-minute game at the King Power.
Welcome to St Mary's Stadium.
Arsenal didn't take too long to get into their stride. Just 6 minutes. Lacazette with the early shot, and it was turned away, and Willian, the new signing from Chelsea, smashing in his second goal of the season to give Arsenal an early lead here over at St Mary's, adding to the one he got quite brilliantly against Palace last week. Then Armstrong with one of the goals of the day, little dink chip into the corner, great goal from Stuart Armstrong. A nice little celebration, kicked the corner flag, but he was delighted. Southampton back level. But then with just 16 minutes to go, Arsenal then restored the lead, and Lacazette laying in Willian, and this was a superb finish right into the left hand corner, quarter of an hour left, and it looked for all intents and purposes that the points were going to go to the Emirates Stadium despite a brave spirited Southampton revival. And at the end of the game, Cabellos away from the defender, Bednarek chopped him down quite comprehensively, had to be a penalty. Bednarek for his troubles got a yellow card, and the Arsenal skipper Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang stuck the ball past McCarthy to complete a nice away victory for Arsenal. Cue the somersaults, and cue 3 more points for Arsenal. Winners 3-1 over Southampton.
Make some noise as our team.
A 4-goal thriller shared, 2-2. First goal comes from Mikel Antonio. Good skills there, splits the Sheffield United defence. It's wretched defending from the Blaze. Chris Wilder won't be pleased about that, but still take nothing away from the finish by Mikel Antonio. The celebration isn't half bad. There you are. I'll wheel you in and I'll wheel out again. I don't know what he's doing, fishing or pedalling. But whatever, West Ham were a goal up in a quarter of an hour. But then Sheffield United right on half time. McGoldrick playing in Owen McBurney. Good skills, got away from Ogbonna, drew out the goalkeeper and then stuck it past Fabianski with huge aplomb. Half time then, at this stage it was 1-1 going into the break, and Oliver McBurney was overjoyed that he'd equalised. In the second half, Burge had just come on for Baldock and with his first touch put Sheffield United in front. But then back came West Ham rather. Back they came. Antonio into Lanzini. And Lanzini with a surefire shot made it 2-2. And that's how the game finished. A nice little point apiece there. Sheffield United get their first point of the season. So too do West Ham. And a point apiece just about right in an entertaining game at Bramall Lane.
Thank you for attending today's match. Will you please
Yes, I know it's not Ellen Road, but it's East Point Arena for Leeds until Ellen Road gets upgraded to FIFA. But it was Aston Villa who took the lead as in the 6th minute. Trezeguet's cross. Ollie Watkins, what a goal. His goal scoring run continues, and we'll be seeing him next week live on the match against Chelsea. The second one came after 68 minutes. John McGinn on the run, and there's the finish to match, and it put Aston Villa 2-0 into the lead. Leeds did pull one back towards the end. Rodrigo involved. Best move of the game that they piled together. Alarowski involved. Calvin Phillips waiting in the middle, and he gave Leeds some consolation, but Villa held on. 6 out of 6 and going well, and they will face Chelsea live here on the match next weekend. Thanks, John. And that's the table at the moment, with Everton on top with 6 points with their victory. Aston Villa joined them on 6 points. Burnley up there on 6 points. 2 wins out of 2 after dismantling West Bromwich Albion yesterday. Leicester City from that 3-1 deficit. They were 2-0 down and down, don't forget. One of the comebacks of the day. Jamie Vardy rescuing them there and winning 4-3. Arsenal in 4th with 4 points. Wolves with complete the top 6. Then Spurs, Fulham, Leeds. Manchester United in the bottom 3 having lost the game as well. They lost as well. Newcastle, Chelsea up there, drew with Manchester City, who are also in the bottom 3. But look at that, Liverpool 18th with 2 defeats from their first 2 games. Brighton and Southampton are the ones in the relegation zone. Southampton, it's looking bleak. No points from 2 games, 8 goals conceded, a -6 goal difference. It's looking very bleak for the Saints at the moment. But still a long, long way yet to go. Who knows? Liverpool might storm ahead maybe and win the league by the end of the year. We don't know. But one thing is for certain, it's going to be a twist and turn sort of game season, this is for sure, in the Premier League. And our next live Premier League football, the match returns live from Villa Park for the first time this season. Aston Villa with 2 wins out of 2. Go up against the Chelsea side of only drawn 1 and lost 1. So anything could happen. It's going to be a cracking game. Be sure to join us, same time, same place next Sunday at Villa Park, if you can, here only on JB Sports. And also we at JB Sports, we've been claiming live Premier League rights as well for the season coming up. The match, we've also claimed League Cup rights as well. We'll have highlights of the first 3 or 4 from round 2 to round 5. The highlights rounds 2 to 4, and then from the 5th round onwards, a live match plus up live semi-finals and the final itself from Wembley in mid-March as well. We've got some highlights coming up in about a fortnight's time here on JB Sports. Be sure to join us for that if you can. Well, here at Selhurst Park this afternoon in the league, it's been a magnificent performance, no doubt about it, from a Everton side who might go places under Ancelotti. Who knows, they might win that beautiful three-handled League Cup as well, what we're covering on JB Sports. So maybe they could be league champions for the first time since 1987. It's a bit early to tell, but at the moment Ancelotti's got Everton going maybe in the right direction. From all of us at Selhurst Park, Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. Be sure to join us next week for Aston Villa against Chelsea here on JB Sports Gaming. Until then, from me, JB, and John, of course, in the commentary box, have a fantastic weekend. Bye-bye.